Hello guys, and welcome. I am Stagdage, and this is Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to be starting up a new game. I have previously played this game before, so we're just going to start new. Get my name in there. That is correct. Now, as you can see, it is still in your alpha. It's only got sandbox, but we're gonna change our flag and we are gonna get the orbits flag. I like the orbits flag. Alrighty, here we go. Now I have installed a few mods on this to make our lives a little bit easier. I have MechJeb installed, which basically Jebediah, best space pilot in the world, or on Kerbin as it would happen to be. You know, he's obviously the best pilot, so why not make a robotic brain of Jebediah to pilot all your aircrafts? So basically it helps you with things like orbital maneuvers and getting into space, landing on the moon, blah 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 blah. Another one we've got is the laser powered mod. Laser powered gives us replaces all the coupling modules, so that when you put, for instance, a satellite module in space, when you go to couple the next module, attach it to it, you can activate the laser camera and actually see through the pod, so you can see exactly where you're coming at. So, but enough about what we're actually got right now. Right now, we're going to do the first thing that anybody would do, and we're going to give this a go. So the first thing I want to do today is I want to put a satellite in space. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to take this probe body here, HESC. I like this probe body because of the shape of this probe body. Gives us plenty of room for our equipment, whatever equipment we want to put on it. So yeah, there we go. This is piece one of our, what we're going to call Satellite 1. So let's just rename this while we're thinking about it. Satellite, or no, we should give it a really good name. We're going to call this RoboSat. I think that's a good name. There we go. Alrighty, now let's see. We're not adding Jebediah to this one. I'm going to try and do this one all by my lonesome, all by myself, you know. We will just do it by eye. So let's see. The first thing we're probably going to want is, let's go with a small fuel tank. That's definitely not a small fuel tank. Probably not that one either. Actually, you know what we'll do? The first thing we'll do is we will add an advanced SAS module. An advanced SAS module micro. Right there. Perfect. Let's see what's next. We want a decoupler. So we're going to use our snow. We're going to use our rocker. Nope. Which decoupler do we want? Is it a small? Yeah, small stack decoupler. Then we can attach our propulsion to that. And I think we'll use not that one. A little bit big for our spaceship here today. We're going to use, is that, looks just a little big. What about this one? That's even bigger again. Probably not the best. What about this one? That's a well, I figure if we're gonna go that big, we may as well get the actual FLT 400 fuel tank on there. Gives us a little bit of extra fuel. And then right underneath that, we're going to attach a, shall we attach, I don't even know what this one's called. I think it's the liquid fuel engine LVT30's cousin, I believe, LVT45. So this one gives out 200 and this one gives 215, so we're going to plonk one of those on the bottom of that. So then we're going to add some structural by adding a, not a stack, we're going to add the yeah, it was a stack. Stacked a coupler there, and it gives us this nice little shield. I just want to double check there's no others. There's a Sepratron, decoupler force is, ooh, Sepratron was originally designed as an explosive cutting tool. I think that one's a little big, and what about that one? That one's a little small. That one will probably do it. Let's, you know what, I've never tried this one, so we're going to attach that one. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the, let's see, not control, we're going to attach, now I think we should probably, so that's a little big there, so we'll probably add not one of those, let's add a quad stack. Now I really want to try stack. Do we have a tri stack? Rocco Max brand? No. There we go, tri stack. Perfect. So we're just going to grab this and move it right up here. Tri stack. Okay, so for the propulsion we're going to use these in a 3 like so, and we will use 3 of these right here. Perfect. Alrighty, now let's see, what rockets are we going to attach? This is a mainsail, but I think they're a little big for that. So let's see, that gives a lot of power, that's 115. So we got to get something that'll put out about 600 for the 3. What are these? No, they're not really what we want. Atomic engines, that's even less. An Atlas? No, Atlas is apparently will fit there. That looks way too whack though. You know what? Why don't we just attach the? Well, we better actually put some struts on here so that this doesn't fall apart. On launch, and we'll do test launch. So we'll add. Yeah, that'll do, and we'll do a test launch. Let's see how this goes. This is probably going to be the biggest fail in the history of Kerbal Space Program, but who cares? Let's try it. This isn't rocket science, people, or is it? Now, so we've got that there. We're going to bring this one down here underneath. That is the stacked decoupler there. That's that. That's that. So we're going to hit the throttle, going to fire up the engines, and we're going to lose that. So we're off. So once we hit about 10,000 meters, that's where we'll hit the point and we'll roll over to the 45-degree angle. But at the moment it seems the ship doesn't want to stay upright as is, so we're just going to engage the SAS. Hopefully that, no, that doesn't seem to wanna, gonna actually have to lock this into manual control here. We are about to hit it and we will barrel over to our 90 degrees. We've got some nice re-entry flame there coming off the top, even though we're not really re-entering the atmosphere here. And that's it for that one. So we're going to fire the next little engine there and make sure that we're over here at the 90. I'm just gonna hit the map view here, and what's our apoapse? Our apoapse looks good there, so we're gonna cut the engine there. We're gonna jump to the map, and at the apoapse we are going to add a maneuver, and our maneuver is going to be circularization. So we want the periapse to be at about the same, so there we go. So our apoapse is there. So now that we're up nice and high, I'm just going to time accelerate, just get our little map up here, and we're 3 minutes away, 2 minutes away. We'll just accelerate at 10 times the normal speed, and as soon as we get down to about 50 seconds, that's where I'll decelerate back down. So we're 50 seconds, and now let's see if I can I control my... I have absolutely no control. Let's see if I can... I think I might be lagging out just a little bit here. My up, down, or maybe I'm just... Maybe if I... Nope. Resources... Let's see. I'm 12 seconds out and I can't even move. So you know what? Our proof of concept is there. We're going to end this flight. We're going back to the vehicle assembly building. So our proof of concept is there. This will work, but you know what? I don't like it, and I don't like this decoupler. So we're going to come over here, we're going to switch over to the stack decoupler. I've used this before, I like this. It's quite easy to use. Okay, then we're going to go back to the structural manual. We're going to pick up here this Rocco Max brand adapter. We're going to plonk on 2 of these nice big engines here, and we're going to plonk a mainsail rocket right on the bottom like that. Perfect. Alright, now if we come around to like a side view here, I'm going to add some more decouplers. We're going to add these here. No, we're going to add these radial decouplers. I'm going to add them on a 3-pin. So I want the main one probably to be on the back here. That's it. And these will probably be down low, like about here. That looks about right. Okay, now we're going to add some solid fuel boosters, and what these are basically solid fuel boosters. Can't be refueled, unlike the liquid fuel tanks. Like if we connected this up to another rocket, once this was empty, you could refuel them. But obviously with the solid fuel ones, once you're out, you dump them. So we're going to add some of these RV8 winglets to give us some stability here. So we've got our solids. These are going to come down with this, so that once these go, and I hit this next one, so okay, so I want a new one here, and we're going to add those to that. Brilliant. Okay, and then we're going to want some, what have we got here? Some of these stabilizers, so just add them to the front of those like that. That looks about perfect. Now, for our little dooba up here, we're going to add some utilities. Now, actually, first off, we're going to add some RCS control. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off our little advanced module here. We're going to come to Propulsion, and we're going to find Rcs Fuel Tanks. There's one. What's that? That's a little big to be going on there, like that. So what I think we'll do is we will scrap that, and this one here is a nice small one, so we'll plonk that on there. Brilliant. Okay, so, and I mean, I'm actually going to take this, I'll reattach this, move this up one, deattach that, pull this off, attach that there, put this underneath, and attach that there. Perfect. So once it's detached, the only thing that's left is the RCS fuel tank and our probe body here. So we're going to attach some RCS lines on our 4-spoke right here. No, don't like that. We're gonna bring that down to 3. Perfect. And then we're going to add some utilities. So now this probe body here has, I believe, about a 5-piece charge. So what we're going to do, we're going to attach this battery underneath, and now this has a 505-piece charge. So what that means is there's quite a bit of energy stored in there. Now, just so that we don't, run out of charge from running whatever it is we're running up in space, I think we're going to attach some of these. And now yeah, 3 sounds about good, but I don't want them facing the direction they're currently facing, so we're just going to rotate them like that. Perfect. I like that where it is. Now they're intercolliding there. I'm hoping that won't cause trouble. Otherwise we can always click on these here and move them down there. Actually, I like that a lot better there. So we're going to do that. So that's nice there where it is. Let's add some science to this baby. So we're going to get the let's see, this one, long range backup communications. This one's a Communitron model, long range high speed communications. You know what, I like this one, so we're going to cut this one down to 1, and we're going to plonk that on the side right there. Awesome. Now on this side we're going to attach the accelerometer so that we can see what our acceleration rate is, and negative gravitory detector. Sure, no, we won't use that, we'll use a thermometer. So we'll plonk that on the side there. That's it, perfect. And then I think to finish the whole thing off, we plonk a radio antenna right in the middle. Brilliant. That looks perfect. Now I think it's just about time we head on over, move these down into the right area. First things last, or last things first, whatever it may be. I'm going to select that and put a custom one, and I'm going to put that as the toggle, so that when we are up in space we can toggle it. And now, does this have a toggle? So we're going to have a toggle for the sensor. We're going to have a toggle for the accelerometer. And do the comms towers have toggles? So both these comms towers are going to be activated by the same toggle. There we go. Perfect. Now for our launch. This will be probably the last thing I get to today in today's episode of Kerbal Space Program, but I think it's a good one. So we're going to clear the launch pad. Here goes nothing. Alright, so here we are on the launch pad with our 2-stage rocket to get us into orbit. So first things first, we're going to max up on our thing here. We're going to make sure that all of our It's lucky I'm checking all this stuff. We're going to activate the SAS module. We're not going to activate the RCS just yet. So here goes, guys. Fingers crossed. Off to space we go. And we're off. So we have got a nice little bit of speed under us. We're just going to reduce our throttle there. So, and I'm going to straighten us up so that we are pointing straight at the sky. Try and keep our rotation on the line of 90 here as we're going up. So, and as I said, as soon as I see the solid boosters run out, we'll drop those. And we will use the liquid fuel the rest of the way up. So we drop those, and now that all that's left, we'll accelerate the boost here. We don't want to over boost though. If we over boost, we will end up with no fuel and an overheated thing, and when the engine overheats, it will blow up, so we don't want that. Now I'm trying to keep this straight. Now that we've hit the pinnacle point, we will start to roll over in our gravity roll here. Oh, this is a lot harder than I remember. So on the last flight we did just before. So I'm going to bring us right down here to the 90. There we are, that's exactly where I want to be. Just keep that, and we will hit the map, find out what our apoapse is. Not quite high enough just yet, so we're straying from that path right there. We don't want to do that. We really want to just keep up on that path until we're good distance above Kerbin. We've got ourselves here a nice orbital speed of 1,300 meters per second, which is good. So we're going to cut engines right there. Our apoapse there is up at 120, so I think that's a good apoapse to have there. We're going to add an orbital maneuver there, so we can get ourselves a low Kerbin orbit. And there we go, we see our periaps appearing over here. We want to bring our periaps right up. Our apoapse will be up at 2, this will be up at 1. So, oops, nope, we don't want to do that. Whatever that was changing the angle. We're just going to continue this up until our periaps is up around there, and that's a little far out, so we're going to bring that back in. If I just click on that, we'll be able to see that and bring that into about, I don't know, we probably want to go to about 300 meters above Kerbin. I think 300,000 meters above Kerbin. That sounds like a good orbit for our first satellite. Give us a nice range there. So we'll just, in a second, we'll start to slow the orbit down. So right there looks about good. So we'll open up our orbit computer. 1 minute to hit that. Now we're gonna hit our SAS. We're going to activate our RCS, and we're going to try to move our satellite on over to this here blue map, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna. This is our maneuver node. That's what I was looking for. Here we go. We'll just slow that down there and move it that way, and it just wants to float around our just ever so slightly moving it back towards there, and we will hit the the SAS, which doesn't for some reason seem to work. I'm guessing it's probably the SAS module I'm using. I don't know. So once I hit that again, I think I'll start the burn. And that looks about good. So we're going to start our 30-second burn. Just going to cut there. We've got a nice 200-meter orbit right there, so we are just going to come back from our map view here. We're going to drop this part of the ship. No, I want this one. Decouple. There we go. So now we're left with this. So while we've got the electric charge left, I'm going to hit number 1 and open up our solar panels there. What a beautiful sight there. The solar panels opening up, trying to find the sun as we spin out of control a little bit here. Beautiful sight there. Alright, so we're going to remove this maneuver node, and we're going to come right around here to our apoaps, and we're going to add a maneuver node. And if we just click here on the periaps, we can increase the periaps to 207. That looks like a good periaps to have there. So we've got 17 minutes until our arrival at the periaps, so we're just going to just get on a little bit of a time spill here. And if can I move the ship? I hope I can move the ship. If I hit the Houston, we may have a problem. Okay, so we're now on the dark side, so I'm hoping that this all still works. I'm just going to head into map view. I'm going to try and click on, nope, I don't want to click on that. I want to zoom right in on RobSat. Staging, here we go. No. Docking, no. Orbit map, we are in a bit of a pickle here, so we're going to go back to the Space Center right now, and bam, here we are. We're going to go over here to the Tracking Center, and we're going to pick up RobSat, and we're going to go fly. Hopefully that'll get us back in control of the ship. Let's see, there we go, that is much better for us. Okay, so now we can hit this and we can see our apoaps here. We'll add our maneuver. We will click on our, nope, not there. We'll click there on our periaps so that we can see it. click back on this maneuver node and we will move our periaps we just want the periaps there, and we will move so that we can, there we go, we can see the periaps there at 186. We want to move it to 203. That's a good periaps. Alrighty. So we're going to move this on over here to our little blue maneuver node, and perfect. We're just going to warp right in here. We've got 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. We'll speed this up to 10 times, and at T minus 30 seconds we'll slow us right down, and we will start our little burn here. Map, just check, we better right click and activate that engine. So and there we go, our periaps here at 205 and our apoaps over here at 208. I would call that an absolutely perfect maneuver. So now we're going to come out of map mode. Actually, we'll go back into map mode and we will get rid of this maneuver node, so we don't need those anymore. And now we're just going to activate all of our communications. There's our nice satellite there. Little thing there is extended. I think if we right click on the accelerometer, we can see that there's no G forces here. And lastly, we'll click on the thermometer, and up here it's minus 188 degrees Kelvin. I hope you guys have enjoyed this this little snippet of video. I'm going to just zoom out and let the video end here. I've been Stagdage. Stagdage out.